recording as we speak. Again, my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one of the many voices of TBC. And folks, it's an honor to be one of those many voices. And we have many voices who are broadcasters that's doing a wonderful job. And we thank those that's out here doing a wonderful job, like Mr. Simone and others out there. Okay, folks, I'm also one of the ambassadors of goodwill. Now, in being myself, as you know, we did a lot of good humanitarian work. We did great work out there, you know. We did great work out there in Africa, in 3 states in Africa. One of them being Lagos. When I went there to the last part of it, and I was there for like 5 days, and then we flew over to Cameroon, and we went and fed the pygmies, which are very small people, and they do not function like we do in our like we do. Put it, they do not function like we do in our world. They function like they're in a jungle, in the forest. So, but they were very receptive. The few that was there, because the rest of them was out hunting, believe it or not. But we had a nice time. We ate. We had good food, fresh food, the biggest shrimp I've ever seen in my life, and great fresh seafood right from that lake. And also, but the thing is, we didn't get to do what we really wanted to do in Cameroon, and that was to actually go to some other sites the NBA had already found that really needed some help in terms of food, and that people were suffering. And that's sad, because this coronavirus thing came out, and what it started, and I was stuck there for 2 more weeks, which I was fine, but and I came home on my birthday on April 7th, and everything worked out. But it's just that, the international borders are closed. We can't travel, because then being myself, we were supposed to go to the Philippines around the first part of April. It didn't happen. But Abin said we talked about goodwill at the beginning of our training, our master doctor training this morning, and I was talking to a lot of people about it, as well as admin and MB and myself. We want to continue that once they open up the borders, and they probably stop this social distancing and being close to, people got to be 6 feet apart and things of that sort now. But so that still exists. So we just got to stay put in our own individual countries right now. But this is not what I really want to talk about today, folks. And this is, the title of this is, We Can Do This. We can do this. And I'm referring to is that us as TBCians on this Master Doctor team that's on Team A or in Team B, you can do this. We can do this. And that is, we can do this. We can do, when we showed, Abin showed this morning that only 1,900 people, 1,900, I think it was 6 or 1, something like that, had actually met the requirement for June. We're not even breaking even, as Abin said. We were using June as a break-even month for a lot of us. We cannot go to, Abin has big plans for, we had one person that was doing really well, a couple were doing really well in merchants already. And he said it's easy, because NBATE gave a great training the day before on how he's getting merchants involved, like 7 different steps. Excellent. And people can't even bring 2 people in? Come on, people. They come, when we go, it's something we have to do on our master adopted training. When we sign in to the Zoom, we got to put in the chat our first 2 letters of our email address you sign up for TBC, then your mass adoption number that you assign every month, and that changes every month, and then you put yes or no whether you met the requirement. And the requirement for June was to get 2 paid referrals. That is super easy, folks. Now, some people came on, and wasn't one fellow from Africa, I can't remember his name, but he was saying that he was talking to some people and they were kind of talking against TBC and they were negative and blah blah blah, you know, they were kind of negative. And this is what I want to say to that. Folks, if you started talking to someone about getting involved in TBC and what it has to offer and what what TBC is, what it is, and what your current role, and they don't see it, don't get into a lot of conversation with that person. Let them be. Say, God bless you. Thank you for your time, and keep walking. I don't waste no time with people. When they start talking negative and I can't get them to see, I said, obviously in my mind, they're not seeing this, or they're not ready to see it. So I said, thank you for your time. I'm sorry to bother you. I just keep going. Because Hadai said something that I have said many times in the past in the training. And it goes like this. She's the junior ambassador out of UK. And it goes just like this. Some will, some won't. Some will, some won't. So what next? I'm gonna say that again. Some will, some won't. So what next? I'm gonna say it one more time. Some will, some won't. So what next? Don't beat yourself up, because those two people that was maybe talking against or just couldn't see it, somebody will. But are you gonna, as I stated before, are you gonna wait until what? If you know that the first comes up and that requirement should be done on the first, and then you wait till the last week in June, knowing that July is on the horizon, when we now have to get at least one merchant? I told Admin, I spoke first on it on his response to when he was talking about it. I said, Admin, guess what? I saw that I did the same thing you did today. I did it on my free time, and I saw how to find out how many people I paid. I know how to do it. I figured it out, and I came with almost the exact same number he did. And I said, oh my God, we at now June the 10th, almost halfway through June, and only 1,900 people have paid and met the requirement. Not just paid the admin fee, but haven't even made the requirement. Maybe they haven't paid the admin fee. I don't know. Folks, you cannot be on the Master Doctor team at all if you don't pay your admin fee. That's a known fact. If you pay your admin fee, you can stay on the Master Doctor team, but you're going to be on Team B. You will not be on Team A, because the Team A has more responsibility. And it's not going to, and yes, it's going to be, the degree of that responsibility is going to increase. It's going to increase each month. You may be asked to bring in 10, or you just may be asked to bring in 30 or 40 or 50 in a month. Or you may be asked to bring in 100 by everyone on Team A, bring in 100 merchants by December. NBA right now has a goal of bringing in 100 in 1 month in June. NBA is a wonderful person, but he's no better than any of you all. Don't make it hard. Get your 2 people. Let's go, people. Get the, like I've said so much times, paying the admin fee should be an afterthought now. We've been paying the admin fee since January. Half of this year is already passed. Pretty much it's passed. It's going to pass surely by the end of this month. The first 6 months is on its horizon. It is time now to really get busy and pour it on, folks. It's time for us to pour it on. Pour it on. It's not 2 people, like Admin said in the training, it's elementary. It's just preposterous. If you say you can't bring 2 people in, then you don't even be on it. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm a little hard. And I don't think I am in saying this. If you can't find 2 people to bring into TBC, then you don't need to be on the Master Doctor team. It's just my opinion. Yes, I put it out there. You don't need to be on the Master Doctor team if you can't find just 2 people. Just 2. So we can do this, as I said before. We can do this. You got to believe you can do it. See, it's a mindset change that we all got to have. See, when we get out here talking to people, whether on a Zoom meeting or out in public, and people don't around to, oh man, don't get in that thing. That's not real, blah, 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 blah. You just exit out of that area and go somewhere else and get to know people and start talking about this great opportunity. But do it, approach people the right way. See, if you can't get 2 people, how do you think you're going to get a merchant? The merchants are not that different. They're usually just one person. It's usually, it may be 2 owners in some cases, or 3. But in most of these small businesses, there's usually one owner or a husband and wife team, something like that, or 2 people. 1 or 2 people, usually in a small business here, just like it is here in the United States. We got a lot of small business that's owned by one person. You may have other assistants and managers and things like that, but it's owned by one. And just be on a one-on-one, and it's just be kind, and you approach people. You know, we talk about edifying. Well, guess what? If someone is looking neat that day, you're looking positive, got a smile on your face, let them know that. They're feeling good about themselves that day. If you go into a store and you know the owner, you've been shopping that store for a while, you may want to compliment on the quality of their products and maybe a service that they're rendering. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna share my screen just for a minute, and I log into my Creamcast back office. And it says here, and it says now, the reason it says no active, because that was it going on from week to week. I had my people here on the very first day. My 2 people was already ready because I had my 2 people during the 2nd week of May. That's right, 2nd week of May, I already had my 2 people. I just had Zoom meetings with them, telling them what TBC is, just bringing them up to date. And then when on the first came, we all paid. Actually, what they did, they gave me their income, and I paid it in bulk payment. And I paid mine too. I paid mine first, then I paid them theirs. It's not hard, folks. And chances are a merchant can pay this 8 grains of gold because they're making money at their shop. It's not a lot of money. It's only what, $28 of US currency right now. 8 grains of gold is running about $28 and some cents. Because right here, we scroll down, you may not notice this, but wait a minute, right here, you click on this, it goes to the gold calculator, a website. You put in 8 grains, it may be 29, let's see what it is. Yeah, almost $29, because the price of Bitcoin has gone up. Usually when the market goes up, so the gold goes up. And 8 grains of gold is $28.96, roughly $29 now. And do you know, will you pay that? Will you pay for your Creamcast back office, your admin fee? And something, you get 2 people, you get 50%, which is half of this, comes back to you in Bitcoin. Thus, you get 2 people, that just what? Pays for yours for the next month. That's right. I've already paid mine for already paid mine for 2 months already through bulk payment. I didn't even know I could do that. I learned something. Maybe I forgot about it, but I only have to pay mine for July. Next time I have to pay mine, I'm already paid for it for July already. Not to pay again to August 1st, according to what it's saying in my under my account. So we can do this, right? So, folks, this is pretty much my broadcast. Pretty much my broadcast, folks. We can do this on the Master Adopter team. My cry out to those that haven't gotten there too. You can do it. This will be on my YouTube channel on the Stephen Cuffey in a matter about 20 minutes. And I asked you all, what 20 minutes from when I close. And I asked you all, don't make it hard, folks, because it's only the requirement gonna only get more, be more. If you're making this hard, what are you gonna do when we started bringing? If you have to have 5 to 10 in 1 month, or whatever the admin expect of us? Because admin is serious. See, what you don't may realize, merchants are a vital and important part of our TBC community. Because it's going to be those merchants that you'll be using when our coin is mass adopted. Some of those same merchants, some of their same stores, they're going to be using our TBC coin for goods and services. Okay, so I'd like to thank Simone, and also I think that's Julie. Thank you for coming for today, and thank you so much for coming for this broadcast. But we can do this, and don't let two people. The key element I'm telling you that'll help you if you start, like right now, I'm working on a merchant right now. I'm already thinking about July. Already into July already. Once I met the requirement for June, I'm working it for next month already. And if you keep doing it that way, it becomes easier and easier every month. All right. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. And I'll be doing my broadcast tomorrow. If nothing happens, I'll be with you. Okay. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.